I'm so excited for you two to be joining the RHONY crew. What going into this experience, what did you expect and how did you feel coming out of it? Racquel, if you want to take this one.
I expected it to be way more intrusive, actually, in my day to day, and so it was lovely that it wasn't that. But also, I wasn't sure what the ladies were going to be like, and I was like, is there going to be drama? Are they going to haze me? Like the new girl. And there was none of that. It was like all love. Well, for the most part.
Rebecca, how about you?
I knew Cy, Jenna, and who else did I know? Someone else that I'm blanking on before. And they had a lot of great phone calls with me, preparing me for like how intense the days we're filming are. And again, I was like, Racquel, I was like, when am I getting hazed? Is this going to happen? Is this sorority, starting now? So we actually came out, made a lot of new friends.
We did.
Like,
yes.
to be here, and we're bonded now.
Yeah.
I love that. Was there any hesitation about joining the show? Racquel, like you said, you thought maybe this would be very intrusive in your everyday life. Were you hesitant about opening up your doors to your personal life?
Yes, I was hesitant because I have teenagers. So, there was that. And also I'm queer, and there was another queer woman. And so it was like, is the world really ready for this? Um, two queer housewives, pretty amazing, but there was a little bit of hesitation. So I spoke with both my partner and my kids, and asked like, are you cool with this? Because you're going to have to be a big part of it. And my daughter said, yes, just don't do anything too crazy. And she's afraid of going back to school and then going, oh my goodness, did you see your mother the other night? So I promised, but I was myself, so I'm not that
definitely. So, Rebecca, how about you?
So it was an honor to be asked to be such a part of an iconic, beloved franchise. And I definitely, wanted to weigh the odds. I've had a 20-year career in fashion, and obviously this opens you up your personal life. But I thought, you know what? I've always been in touch with my customer. Like, she knows me, we're friends. And what a way to like just show her another side of me. And so hopefully, the intrusions that we dealt with, people are like happy to get to know us and just see another facet of what it's like to be a woman living in New York City. We're all entrepreneurs. And so I love that you can see that part of us.
Yeah,
definitely. I love that too. You're all strong businesswomen, which I absolutely love to see. Were you surprised by the amount of drama that occurs between the housewives? Because I'm sure maybe on your everyday life, you're not always arguing with your friends. Racquel, did that come as a surprise to you?
It didn't come as a surprise because I was warned. I had never watched the shows, but I had friends who were like, get ready. So that didn't come as a surprise. And listen, we have drama, with that's just a part of human nature and relationships, right? There's always a little bit of drama in a relationship. So I wasn't too concerned.
Yeah. Rebecca, how about you?
I am not confrontational by nature. I tried to be the peacemaker. When things got really rough, I was like, is anybody hungry? Can I cook you some food? Did we all
really
get enough sleep? I was like in the kitchen, like, the Jewish grandmother trying to like make sure everyone's fed. And I think I just like to see my girls get along. So I tried. I don't know if I succeeded.
She was hoping, if there was any hangry stuff happening.
You're like, I can yeah, so like I can diffuse that situation. Rebecca, I know Cy did say on a podcast that you were really nice this season. What was your too nice? What was your reaction to that?
It's funny. We had just come from a really great brunch together. I saw the clip, obviously. So did the entire universe. And I texted her and she immediately apologized. I also think the media spun the headline, because obviously clickbait. And you know what? I'm a grown woman. She's a grown woman. I have sent the wrong text to the wrong person before, so I am not innocent. And I was like, look, the woman apologized. I shared my piece, and I think she still claims that I'm too nice. So there you go. I'll take it.
Too nice, not boring.
Not boring.
Yes.
It's
Not boring.
It's
I'm
boring,
not
but
boring.
you're not boring.
Right.
I'd rather be too nice than too mean. So I think that
Thank you.
that's right. There are worse things to be called than too nice.
Definitely.
Racquel, what relationship or friendship surprised you the most that developed for you throughout the course of the season?
I actually would say Thigh.
Mm, yeah.
You know, I think that you know, how she came across in the last season, right? So I was like, oh, okay. Am I going to have any sort of conflict here? And she was actually lovely. She's one of the first women that I met. And she's just an incredible person. And so I think that was probably the biggest surprise with respect to some of the ladies. Yeah. Yeah.
Rebecca, how about you?
For me, Ubah, you know, again, I think the way that we only saw her portrayed last season, I was a bit hesitant. I thought, oh, this woman has a temper and I don't want to get on her bad side. But she is the most loving, soulful, kind, generous person. And you know what? If you poke the bear, she will rise. But it's about valid things, in my opinion. So I love her.
Yeah, we see, you know, the season kicks off with a lot of tension between Brinn and Ubah. We saw it a little bit at the reunion, and I guess it definitely filters into this season, especially with Ubah's boyfriend and things like that. What was it like kind of witnessing the two of them really go at it this season?
I mean, our first event, I think we sat that one out. We were like, we just got here.
Right.
It's already started. I was like, I'm not weighing in. This is none of my business.
Right. Well, that was the complicated part, is that there were a lot of things that happened in their relationships prior, right, to us joining and to us getting to know them. So we had to pretty much sit it all out. But you know, I mean, I think the fans are going to be in for a wonderful season. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster.
I mean, definitely. Rebecca, was there any tension or drama that you found yourself in that you were like, oh no, maybe I want to remove myself from this situation?
I mean, I think you've seen the trailer, so, you know, but I like to have fun. And again, I've been, you know, in an industry that is so stressful all the time. Like, the drama in the show is nothing, to be honest.
Is nothing. You're like, I've been there, done that. What did you make of Brinn's Nordstrom Rack comment?
Who doesn't love Nordstrom Rack is what I want to know.
I was just on the Nordstrom Rack website, by the way.
Thank you. So, I mean, I think to be able to go buy something designer when everything right now is so inflated, like how great is that a store exists that sells you designer? So I was like, I love Nordstrom. I love my Nordstrom Rack.
Love my Nordstrom Rack too. I absolutely love it. You know, the topic of Scientology does come up on the show. Why do you think people are so fascinated by celebrity Scientologists?
You know what? It's a new religion, right? If you look back at Judaism, Catholicism, these are religions that are over 5,000 years old. Look at what they had to go through, right? To get actually in modern society be respected. Not today so much with certain ones, but I think that people are curious and they don't know a lot about it. And, you know, they see someone who's out there invisible and they just are curious. And I always say, just go read a book. You know, you can go online, you know, to Scientology.org and see for yourself. That's what I tell everyone, see for yourself.
Yeah. I think was that so many celebrities, right? So I think that's probably also what drives the curiosity.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, there's probably more regular folk. I just think that you know, whoever is visible in whatever right religion, like they're going to be the ones that are like, ooh, they're shiny and new, and let's ask them all the questions.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Were there topics that were off limits to both of you coming into this season?
Oh, topics that were off limits. Actually, there really weren't on my part. I was willing to be vulnerable and discuss pretty much anything. I can't think of anything that I was like off outside of my children, right? So I kind of leave my children out of any sort of conversations. But outside of that, open book.
Yeah, Rebecca, how about you? Anything off limits for you?
You cannot go on the show and have any limits. So
right?
That's table stakes. No, everything's up for grabs.
Yes. Talk to me about the pigeons. What's going on with the pigeons this season? It seems
it's
to be
New York City. Pigeons are like New York.
So I felt like we needed to have like a definition of what that meant, because so many people were confused by that. What Ubah meant was carrier pigeons deliver direct messages to people, but we've been lowered down a tier to pigeons who cannot deliver the right message to anybody. And that is what she is calling some people, not the two of us,
No.
in this sense, of just the rumor starters, just switching around people's words.
Yeah. I love that. We got our taglines this morning already. Racquel, I saw that your tagline is just like a painting. You'll need a couple of looks to figure me out. So tell me the meaning behind that tagline for you.
Well, I think a lot of people have have a perception of who I am. And it's not necessarily the right one. And so I think that you have to see me and get to know me better, and then I'm relatively, which is going to sound insane, I'm pretty shy and I'm like very private. So I think that a lot of people, well, they will know me now, but but I've kept a lot of my personal stuff to myself, and so you're going to need a couple of looks to kind of figure out who I am, I think.
Yeah. Rebecca, had you thought about what your tagline would be?
No, I don't get a tagline.
Right,
As a friend of no tagline for you. But I'm ready for America to give me one. Like, I've got it in the bag or something like that.
Yeah, she's got it in the bag. I love that.
I like that. All right.
Yeah. Who do you think when it comes reunion time, who's going to have the most to answer to when it comes to the reunion?
Oh, I don't know. I think we may have to
wait and see.
Yeah.
Wait and see. But I gotta ask, who is the biggest pot stirrer this season?
Once again, I think we all start a couple of pots potentially, but I don't know. We're gonna plead the fifth on that one. Yeah,
I'm gonna plead the fifth. And then who had the hardest time? Who had the hardest time telling the truth?
Oh Lord,
gosh. Hey, Barbara Walters, we can't answer these questions. It's all the same person. We'll say that.
Well, I guess.
Okay.
Yes, we can do that. Yeah.
I talked to Jessel, and she did say that Brinn had a difficult season this season. So I'm guessing that maybe
tune in.
Maybe, yeah, tune in, everybody, and we'll see.
Tune in.
I think everyone will have their own opinions actually about who that person is, perhaps.
Yeah. So thank you, ladies, so much. I really appreciate you taking the time and speaking with me today. Racquel, also I have to say, I love your ring. It's so beautiful.
Thank
you showed it off. It's so cool. I love that so much. How are wedding plans going? Are you in the midst of planning?
We are, and it's going to be here in New York. So that's exciting.
Stay tuned.
I wanted to go out to California, but no, Mel was like, absolutely not. We're doing it in New York.
Are you going to ride up on your motorcycle?
You better.
Yeah, of course.
I love it. Well, thank you both so much. So excited that you are joining the show. You're such wonderful additions. So I love to see it. So thank you both so much.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.